All right, folks, we're here in the darkness again, and we are opening for My Bloody Valentine here in just a couple days. And so what we're doing right now is we are trying our very best to get the haunted house done in time, not for Transworld, but for My Bloody Valentine. And we're making a video today that I think is going to be pretty interesting. I'm not going to walk through the haunted house and show every animation that's in the darkness. We're going to go through the darkness and see how many animations that I can find. Now, this is going to be an interesting video because we have a lot of animated, CGI effects that trigger and scare you with sound. We have a ton of, buttons you can press and activate animatronic, activate sound scares. So I guess we will not count those, okay? So we're just going to count animatronics. And we're going to see just how many the darkness has. Now, I'm going to skip a bunch because, I'm not going to see an air cannon here or there. But we're just going to walk through the whole place and see how many the darkness has. And then what I want to know, is there a haunt out there that can do the same video and show that you have more? Not that it's a competition. I just want to know. I want to know who's got more. And we're going to try to figure that out today. Now, one other thing I want to mention in this video is in the next couple days, we're going to be posting a whole bunch of animatronics for sale. It's like 45 animations and it's like altogether, it's like about 50 animations and props. We totaled it up. It's about almost $200,000 worth of stuff. And we're going to be selling it all. And you can come to Transworld and you can buy it and you can take it with you. It's brand new stuff, it's used stuff, stuff that needs to be reconditioned, it's all kinds of stuff. And so we're going to be posting that here any day. So, there you go. Now, I want to mention to get your tickets for the Darkness Haunt Tour before we do this little walkthrough of the darkness. Let me remind you that on March the 7th, is the Darkness Behind the Scenes Tour. There's about 100 tickets left for that. Just 100. We're going to have Grim Life Collective as a special guest speaker. And they're going to be talking about haunted attractions and social media and YouTube and everything. It's going to be fantastic. So they're going to be here, and that's March the 7th. That's limited to 275 people, folks. And then on Friday, we're going to go to the Limp. It's going to be live with actors. And then Saturday, we're going to do the Darkness with live actors for the first time since 2019. Now, the Darkness is limited to 800 tickets. And guess what? There are about 350 tickets left. And then for the Limp, it's only like about 150 tickets left. So go get your tickets at darkness.fearticket.com. And if you have a haunted house, make sure you use fearticket.com because it's the best ticketing service there is. Now, as we're in the queue line, and I'm just going to use a spotlight here, the first thing we come up on is these three witches. All three are animated. So technically, it's three animations because they can be broken apart. So that's 1, 2, 3. This guy right up here in the ceiling from Scare Factory would be 4. And this big character here from Scare Factory would be 5. All right, we're at 5. 5 animations. Now, this is also individual animations. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're at 9 animations. I think I got that right. Now, there's an animation in here. Okay, it's an air cannon. So that's 10. We're going to come out here Okay, that's 11 right there. That's from Unit 70. So we're at 11 animations and counting.
And you've only walked 20 feet.
Yeah, we've only walked 20 feet. Okay, so that's 11. Now, when we talk about CGI effects, you see there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, how many animated effects in here? I mean, I don't even know. I mean, there's probably over 100. Anyway, so did I end up at 11 or was I at 12 or what was I?
You're at 11.
So that's 12. That's 13. And let's get a move on here. It's 13. There's 14. It's not installed yet. And here's those pilgrims in our new scene. They're going to be so creepy. So I'm at 13. I got to try to remember that. Now there's an air cannon under there. That's 14. Okay, so that's 14. And it, again, this does not include any of the CGI effects or anything. We're at 14 animatronics. Okay, 14. This is 15 right here. That's 16 right there. That's 17, and there's an air cannon underneath there. That's 18. I'm going to miss a lot of the air cannons. I'm sorry. I'm just going to miss a lot. But and by the way, I might forget, but like, okay, so we're at 19. Okay, this is 20. That's from Distortions. It's a big rattlesnake. So that's 20. And by the way, there's 20 and there's 21 right there. That's 21. And, you know, there could be air cannons in here, and I don't even, know. Okay, so that's 20. The spider's 21. That's 22. The big giant spider up there from Unit 70. So that's 22. That's 23. The egg sack. This is 24. This prop from Unit 70. So that's 24. 24 animations. Let's keep going. We're at 24 animations. See, like there's a CGI effect there. There's a button you can press in here. So they're animated. Okay, so 24. And like this whole ceiling is CGI effects. These windows are CGI effects. But anyway, 24. That's 25, I guess. And that's a major one right there. 25, 26, 27, 28. Those are from Unit 70. So that's 28. Okay, that's 29. That big Minotaur. That's 29. Let's keep going. 29. This is 30 right here. And I guarantee you I'm walking past air cannons. Okay. This is 29. This Cthulhu is 30, I guess. This alligator over here is 31. And by the way, here's the tentacles that I was talking about. We don't have them all yet. But yeah, there they are. Check it out. The tentacles, and you'll walk through them. The waterfall is now working again. And you know what? I forgot where we were at. Did I say we were at 29 or 30? But either way, that's animated. So it's like, would that be 30 or 31? I don't know. Okay. We'll go 31. There's 32. There's 33. That's 34. 35. And I know there's an air cannon in here. So that's, I know for a fact. Would that be 40? 41. This big giant wolf would be 42. And I'm telling you, there's like air cannons everywhere. It's almost like we should just add. That's 43. That's animated right there. I know that for a fact. But there's air cannons everywhere, folks. So I think we're at 43. Okay, this guy's animated. So that would be... Oh my God, I'm like losing track. 44 maybe. This one would make 40, 45, I guess. $46, $47, $48. Okay, so that's 48. That's 49. There's one in there that's 50, 51, the big one that you walk under. The big skull up there is that 52? I don't know. Somebody can leave a comment in the comment section below and tell us what is or isn't. I mean, like, there's a really cool CGI effect here. It's really neat. But we're not counting it. But this is an animation here. So I'm guessing that makes 53. Here's our laser swamp. And there is an animation in here. So oh my God, I forgot again. This is 54. It's a bridge you walk across and it vibrates your feet. It's actually pretty scary. Uh-oh, I dropped my glasses. Hold on. Oh man, I almost did a Ralphie. Stepped on. Anyway, that's 55. And there might be an air cannon in here too. I'm not sure. Okay, that puppet is kind of an animation, so we're going to count it. It's 56. Okay, so we got 56, at least 56 animations on the first floor. Let's go to the second. Now, I am going to tell you, because this is absolutely true, whatever number we come up with, we could easily add 15 more for ones I'm missing. Okay. See, like this wolf right here? He's technically animated because he's got, you know, a trigger, but we won't count it. Okay. So this is 55, I think. That coffin's 56. The thing that I'm standing in is 57, the swamp house. Let's keep moving. Okay, this is 58. $59. That's from Unit 70. This one is beautiful from Unit 70. Is this 59? Not sure. I guarantee you there is an air cannon in here somewhere, but we'll say there isn't. That's 60 up in the ceiling. Looking around to see if I find air cannons. But this one's one of my favorite. That's from Unit 70 as well. All right. Okay, I'm gonna count this one. These VW scares the hell out of people. It like honks horns at you. So that'd be what, 61. And I'm almost positive there's an air cannon in here. I'm just gonna throw it in there. Say 62. Because I know there's one in here. 63, 64. The two wolves are both animated. And I'm not sure if he is. He might be. And then all these TVs have CGIs in it. So I think we're at 63. Technically, you know, like these TVs right here, they're CGI effects because, I mean, they're animations because they kind of fire at you and they do a sudden, you know, just because they're digital doesn't mean they're not animated. It has a controller, but we won't count it. This wheelchair effect, which is really incredible. So that makes 64, 65, 66. And look what it takes to run this wheelchair. Look at that big old tank. Just look at the mechanism. It's insane. You can see it. Now it is set up for somebody to ride it. So when we started having problems with getting enough actors, we decided we would not do that anymore. And these are all scares too, these CGI effects, but we're not counting them. But they are animated and they do scare you. Okay, 65, 66, 67, 68, right here. This is an animation, it's an animated wall. 69. And it's actually on a trigger. You press the button. And there's an air cannon. So that's 70. There's 71 up in the ceiling. $72. $73. And there's a CGI, a really scary CGI effect in there and there. But they trigger and they scare you, but we're not counting them. And I am almost positive there's an air cannon in here somewhere. I know it's in here, but we won't count it. 72. I think we're at 72. This gets a new shower curtain. Well, that's going to be installed. 72. 73. 74. 75. You can see the air cannon right there. 75. 70, I think we're at 75. Okay. 75. 76. 77. And then there's CGI effects that scare you in here too, but we're not counting them. 77. We got this awesome chainsaw guy. That's 78, I think. And this should even be counted as a CGI effect as well. It's really scary. But again, CGI, scare, we won't count it. Okay, 79. There's another one, that's 80. And I'm pretty sure there's an air cannon in here, but we won't count it. And this room has like the most badass CGI effect up in that ceiling. 79. So there's the big doll animation. So that's 80. This is 81. The girl right there from Unit 70. So I think we're at 80. 81. 82. It's from Distortions. This I'm going to count. This is 83. It's a CGI effect with a air blaster that shoots like fog at you. So I think we're at 83. I'm stepping into number 84. It's a collapsing elevator that you go through. So that's 84. This is 85. This is 86. It shoots air at you. This is 89. Even though it's a CGI, it's a two-way mirror, but it actually shoots air at you. Okay. And by the way, I could be losing track, but this is 90. That jumps out at you. And here's where our flying rig was. and it's being replaced just prior to Transworld. So that is being replaced. We'll have a brand new flying rig. And I'm telling you that I am passing up animatronics all over the place. Okay, so this would be 91. There's air ticklers down there. That's 92. This big fly trap is 93. There's 94 right there. There's 95. Okay. And I'll bet you any amount of money there's an air cannon in here. And it looks like it's right there, actually. I guess we'll count it. 96. 97. 98. Do we count this as 4? They're 4 independent animations, and they are independent. So 96, 97, I mean, like, we'll just say we're at 100, okay? 101. That went up in there in the ceiling. And here's 102, the machine gun. And then you see the air cannon right there. But we'll say 102. 103, 104, 105, 106. Those are 4 independent animations all attached to this gate. They are all independently in animation. So we'll just say 106. There's one inside here, something that smacks the window. That'd be like 107. This window right here opens. 108. 109. 110 up in there. Let's see. This one's where it gets really crazy. Okay, so 110, 111. This is animated. 111. There's actually an animated actor scare over here. We won't count it. Okay, that's animated. That would be like 112. 113. 114. And there is an air, yeah, that's, well, I guess it's 114. There are CGI effects in the ceiling and stuff. Again, we're not counting them. So we'll just say there's 114. Wow, does this room not have an animation? We're gonna have to get one for this room. Wow, I didn't even know that. There's not one in here. Interesting. So I don't even know where I left off. 111 maybe, 112, 113. And there's definitely an air cannon in here. We'll just say 100. We'll just say 115. Why not? Animation 116, I guess. 117. You can see it bangs these chains. 118 right there. 118 animation so far, or somewhere around there. Okay, there is an air cannon in here, and then you got this big it. So we'll just say we're right at around 120, roughly. 120, roughly. Okay, we're gonna go through TerraVisions in the dark. Because I got this light. Okay, he's animated, talking clown. We'll just say 121. Is there an air cannon in here? Oh man, no. Well, you know what? These air cannons could be in the ceiling too. Okay, that's 122 right there. And then there's an animation, and there's another one in here. It's like an air cannon kind of thing. See, you see it right there. And then you got the cracker thing in the ceiling. But either way, we'll just say we're at like right around 124. This thing here is actually animated. It shoots fart on you and air blast. So we'll say we're at like 126. 127, 28, 29, and 30. This is from Scare Factory. That would be 131. From Distortions, that's 132. 133. 134. There's quite a few in here. Oh, 135. Air cannon. 136. This clown car is 137. It's 100% animated. So we're just going with, I guess, stuff with air. I guess we're at right around 137. Okay. 139. And I think there's an air cannon in here too. 139 animations. Okay, this is 140, this claw. So now we're at like 140. 141, 142. I know there's an air cannon in there too, but whatever. I know there's an air cannon, there's one right there. 143. So we're at minimum 143. That's minimum 143. I don't know if the tunnel counts, I guess not. And I know there's a big air cannon in here somewhere. Yeah, it's right there, 144. And then we come out here and we have this electric chair. I don't know, it's like, let me turn on the light. Now that's animated up there, that gargoyle. He's animated right here. So, this is what I can tell you. There's probably around, and by the way, this is a guess, with air cannons and everything, I'm gonna say there's around 165 animations. That would be my guess, 165. Now, with that being said, a lot of our CGI effects have sound and stuff, and they're meant to scare as well. And if we added all those up, we would probably be, we're talking about animated CGI animations that are meant to scare. If we start throwing all them in, and then we have a lot of these triggers in the actor scare boxes where they can press them and it'll trigger sound. If we start adding up all that stuff, we're gonna be, I mean, it's over 200. It's definitely gonna be over 200. That's how many animated effects would be in the darkness. My guess would be 200 to 225. Because on the CGI side, you have CGIs that are just meant to look cool, and then we have ones that are meant to scare. And when I start thinking about how many air cannons are in there, my guess would be, you know, there's like at least 20. And maybe I found like 5 or 6. So, but on the low side, the darkness has 150 animations. When you throw in CGI effects, animations, or effects like that, and we throw in like all the air cannons, like definitely missed. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're in the 225 range. That would be about right. But here's the thing. I have 40 animations that we're gonna sell. 40 that we're not even using. That's like insane in and of itself. Oh, you know, another one. Yeah, no, we got that one. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, so that's where we're at. The darkness has somewhere between 150, 200 animated effects that run off air. That's quite a few. Now, the interesting thing is down in that lobby, there's a few more. For example, there's that big animated Krampus. He's just sitting there. We used him for the Krampus night. So that one is there. I have many others on the shelf, okay, like that we're not going to sell. I mean, like, there's at least 25-ish that are lurking around here that we plan on putting in, and we just haven't. So there you have it. That was an interesting video, in my opinion. I have to say that I'm very, very, very tired. I have not been getting any sleep. We've been here every night. I got home last night around 6 in the morning. I was woken up around 9:45. I have a really bad headache. I'm very tired, and it is what it is. But we open in just a few days, so we're just doing what we have to do to get this done. As extremely tired as I am, I'm gonna have to stay here for a little bit and get a lot of this stuff done. It's just, you know, it is what it is. But we hope that you come to the haunted house tour and get your tickets at darkness.fearticket.com. And I just wanted to say that you know, I had an interesting conversation today. I talked to Rich and Jen, who run Transworld, and I was telling them about a video that I made that I haven't uploaded yet, but it's probably uploaded by now, about, you know, hey, move the show to Nashville. I mean, she confirmed to me today that they absolutely looked into moving the show to Nashville, because I told you she wanted to move there. And a lot of people want to move to Nashville, right? So, and by the way, another thing I want to say before I forget is our escape rooms are filled with animatronics as well. So we probably have a good, you know, 15, 20 animations lurking around inside of our escape rooms. And then I probably have about another 20 or so on the shelves. So in the building, we at least have over 200 animated animatronics. We're talking air to scare, just air driven. I mean, hell, there's a Slayer down there, for God's sakes. So yeah, of course we have over 200 animated effects. And then when you add in all the other stuff, I mean, you're talking about approaching 300. When you start including, like, hey, what is all the CGI effects you have? What is this? What is that? Yeah, we're probably going to be pushing 300. So, but physical air-driven animations in the darkness currently is, with all air cannons, is probably around 175 animatronics. That would be my guess. So there you have it. But what I was saying about Jen is I was just telling her about how I really could care less if the show moved, and I was telling them today that it actually would benefit me because I would no longer have to spend, you know, these nights like here at the haunted house all night long, just wearing yourself out. I wouldn't have to do that anymore, and I wouldn't be trying to, you know, it's like you're killing yourself to do these tours. This is why I didn't want to do them anymore. And then she confirmed to me that in Nashville, they don't have enough space to host the show, first off. And secondly, you couldn't even come close to getting the dates. And that's the problem. So with that being said, I wanted to show you this new pinball game we got here in our lobby. Elton John. When you come here for the Transworld show, we're gonna have a total of 18 pinball machines. 18, including the brand new Jaws. We'll have that one as well. But yeah, a total of 18 pinball machines. And we have Chris here. Hello. He's trying to fix them all. And so we're also trying to get our 7th escape room up and running. And it is way different than the one. It's actually very similar. And you can book our escape rooms, and I highly suggest you book them now. It's stlouisescape.com. And even though this haunted hotel looks very similar, and look what's going on here, some 3D printing going on. Even though it looks very similar, it's not, because this wall, for example, was not here. So this room got divided into 2 rooms. And we also added animation. See, there's one right there. But no, the puzzle, the whole thing is, I would say it's like 90% different. And there's another animation there. And there's another animation there. There's an animation here. There's an animation there. And so we're trying to get this haunted hotel conversion to, hey Adam, to the haunted mansion done, and hopefully we're gonna have it done before the end of the week. And so that new room will be open for Transworld 100%. The question is, can we get it done in time for My Bloody Valentine? That's what we're shooting for. So I'm actually going to, you see what this is? Mountain Dew. Heavy on sugar. It's very sweet, but I'm gonna drink it because I am flat out exhausted. And so what I wanted to say about the Transworld thing was, we have no problem with the show moving, but I don't think the show's moving anytime soon. My understanding is they have it signed into St. Louis through 2027 maybe. But you're going to be really excited when you come to the Transworld show, because St. Louis has been renovating that convention center. So they're spending about, and this is what I heard, $500 million, and it's being completely renovated. And I don't think it's going to be all done until the following Transworld. But yeah, they're really going crazy over there, building all kinds of new stuff, and it's going to be really exciting. So when you come to the show for 2024, it is going to look a lot different. And then when you come from 2025, it's going to be totally different. New entrances, and all kinds of like cool things with the entrance. I think like LCD type of stuff. They're building a ballroom for events. They're building a walkway area where you can hang out. They are also building another hall. I mean, it's just like, it's a total renovation, and so, it is what it is. I will also tell you that the convention center is about 500,000 square feet, and the show grew to that size. So I guess what would trigger the show moving out of St. Louis at this point would be a need for, say, 600 or another 150 or 200,000 square feet. So I'm guessing that's what would trigger a move. And then there's only so many convention centers you can go to that are bigger than the one that's here. I mean, you'd have to consider like Orlando or going to Las Vegas. Chicago would have ones bigger. But anyway, there you have it. So we're going to make another video of all the animations working. We're going to go through the haunted house, and we're going to fire them all off and count them again. But when you come to the darkness, you get to experience quite a few animatronics. And the one thing that I will say, and I will say this, that Mountain Dew's pepping me up just a tad, but one of the things I will say is I think animations are really in demand right now, because there's animations that give your haunted house a little showmanship, okay, a little Hollywood, and then you got the ones that just kind of scare, and then you augment that with actors. The Darkness used to operate with about 75 to 80 actors, and now it's like really fully loaded with like 45 to 50. So, you know, that gets the payroll down at least 30, 40%. We're not opposed to having more actors, but it's really hard to get them. And so really, but what's great is you have the most dedicated people working for you, and that's the people we want anyway. So it's really worked out. So anyway, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. I do have more videos coming. I hope that you come to the Darkness Haunted House tour here in St. Louis during the Transworld Show. And the tickets are always on sale at the same URL, darkness.fearticket.com. And we will see you here. And once again, I remind you that our escape rooms, you should book way in advance because they sell out from St. Louis people, you see. So you can't come and then book them because they'll already be booked by people from St. Louis. So you got to beat these people to the punch, and you really should be booking it now. So go to stlouisescape.com, and we have, by the time you guys come, we'll have 7 escape rooms. We'll have the Haunted Mansion, which used to be the Haunted Hotel. We have Pirate. We have a Jurassic, which is probably our most popular one. We have the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. We have the Cellar, which has kind of sort of been the most popular overall over the years. We have Dracula, which the haunted house industry loves that escape room. And we have Frankenstein, which I think most people in the haunted house industry has considered like the best themed one. That's also the hardest. So about 25% of the people escape. Dracula is also hard. I would say, you know, closer to like 35% escape that. So those are the 2 hardest. The 2 easiest are Jurassic Island and Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Those are the 2 easiest. I would say 80% plus escape. And then when it comes to the Pirate and the Cellar, they're both about even. It's a little over half of the people escape. The Haunted Mansion, I have no idea. We're going to hopefully let somebody play it this Friday, and then I'll know. I'm guessing that it's going to be in the same range. 50% of the people will escape. So book it at stlouisescape.com. And if you just want to come by and play pinball, you can do that too. And we have the retro mini golf. And until next time, we are going to make another video. And I do want to mention too that once we get to Transworld, I'll be making tons of videos. I'm going to make a whole bunch of them. And it's going to be really exciting content. So make sure you like and subscribe to the Haunt World channel. We're just doing it for fun. We're definitely not making a lot of money. I can tell you that. We're spending more money making the videos than we're making. I mean, it's non-consequential. I mean, let me tell you. So I'm just a little tired. But anyway, I will see you here in St. Louis very, very soon. And I'm going to go over there and see what's going on in the pinball room. Until then,